Welcome to Coast to Coast Game Essential Podcast, episode 27. We're back.
They're disrespected.
And disrespected. But I got my boy Brave Warden with me. How you doing, crazy kid?
Oh, what up?
He's awake and well for now. I got my boy Moose Dusk, or Majin Moose.
Shut up.
Dang.
And
I told you, folks, we're all disrespecting today.
Yeah, we are. We got my boy Monty the Natural. Monty? Maybe sleeping. He's had a long day. But he's here regardless. We got the camera guy, a Boss Drake guy, or a Majin Booth guy.
Shut up.
And then we got, of course, the one and only K-Lyric Cordon 117.
How are we all doing today?
Great. And then,
horrible.
Of course, I didn't even introduce myself. Silly me.
We continue with the show, man.
Yeah, you want to call me K.
Nah.
Anyway, we're back, and this is the final podcast before Death Season officially starts for the year 2015. So, when I say Death Season, I mean like games after game after game. So, that being said, let's go on here to some gaming news and reviews and all that other stuff. You remember that when that was our intro?
That was so long ago. I
remember those days of waiting.
I don't.
I was trying to be that quarter of that. We're going to cover the PlayStation Store update. Why not?
Why not, indeed?
Courtesy of the good old PlayStation blog. So, this week on PS4, Dead or Alive 5 last round release for $39.99. You know, good old 1080p, 60 frames for a 4-year-old fighting game with new characters and more bikinis.
Yep.
Next-gen boob tech.
That's right. And I gotta say, I played a little bit of the free-to-play version of it. That boob tech is pretty impressive. Very bouncy. Very realistic.
Great segue into Dead or Alive 5 last round core fighters, free to play. It comes with about, 4 or 5 characters?
So if you want to give it a go, yeah.
You get online mode, I think. You get, you get arcade?
I don't know if you can do arcade with it.
I know you don't get story mode.
Yeah, no, you don't get story mode, which is a shame, because that story mode, man, awesome.
It's worth the $40 of admission, I'll tell you.
It kind of is.
Man. Try it out with the free version. However, if you like the free version, I recommend do not purchase the DLC separately. Just buy the full game for $40 and call it done.
Unless you just want to play online with, like, one character, then you can just kind of get it in like that.
Yeah. Hand of Fate, released for $20. Hand of Fate, I really don't know what that is, so I'm just gonna,
I'm not really too sure myself.
Paparazzi, released for $5. Pillar, released for $7.99. The Order is available for pre-order. You can preload it as early as tomorrow, and it will be available to play at midnight Friday, full Thursday night at midnight.
Oh boy.
Keyword rebooted 3-way cross-buy, $9.99. Trivia Pursuit Live for $14.99. The Order official game soundtrack for $11.99, or you could pre-order the game and just get it included with that. And then we have the Telltale Games collection for $109 $2,499, which includes every single Telltale game ever made, including the season passes for the new games. And they have it on sale for like 50-something bucks right now. Plus members. That's Walking Dead Season 1, 2, Wolf Among Us 1, 2, Game of Thrones 1, 2, whatever else it is. Moving on. PS3, pretty much the exact same things. However, you can get the Order official soundtrack on PS3 for some reason. Vita games, Dead Man's Cross, it's free to play, and Qbert. Then on the demo side on PS4, there's a Pillar demo. Same free-to-play games. There's a sale going on. Not really going to read too much into it. The flash sale was really cool over the weekend, though, if you didn't get that. I mean, you could have gotten Knack for $10. I know you've heard great things about that. No, you really could have got Guilty Gear for $24 or Little Big Planet 3 for $24. Now, those two games are $48. A little
more like it.
Yeah. No, if you picked up Guilty Gear and Little Big Planet for a grand total of $48, you're doing yourself good favor. But in this sale, Child of Light costs $6. It's like that game's on sale, like every sale they have now.
Yeah, but it's a good game nonetheless. So if you pass it up, yet another good reason to try it.
You can get Destiny for $39. You can get Diablo for $32. Disney Infinity for $11.99. Dragon Age for $35.99. Far Cry 4 for $35.99. FIFA 15 for $30. Metro Redux $24.99. Middle Earth $24.99. Middle Earth Nut Diggy Edition $24.99. Okay, Middle Earth Shadow Mortar Legion Edition. Never Alone $8.99. Ollie Ollie $2.60. Outlast Bundle of Terror that includes the DLC $6. DLC costs $15 by itself. South Park Stick of Truth $14.99.
Not bad.
Here we go. The Telltale Games collection on PS4 actually costs $44. So $44 gets you every single Telltale game ever, including their two newest ones.
A whole lot of Telltale. That
it is. You can get The Walking Dead Season 2 for $12. You can get The Wolf Among Us Season Pass for $7. Tomb Raider Definitive Edition $14. Ultra Street Fighter 4 on PS3 for $16. Just wait a couple months to get it on the PS4 if you have one. Wolfenstein: The New Order on both PS3 and PS4 for $24, which I hear is a pretty good single player. And then
a lot of games.
That it is.
Indeed.
Sony is getting it in with those sales, and they have some movies on sale. I'm not gonna go down that list. But just out of respect for my boy Money, you can get Inception for $6.99. And also there's the whole deal where if you spend $100 in a PlayStation Store, you'll get $15 back, but it's only good for this week. So if you're planning on hitting up this sales, or if you have any games you want to pre-order, hence The Order, hence Dragon Ball Z comes out next week, you can pre-order it. That's $60.
Dragon Ball.
So there you go.
Pretty sure a lot of people sign for that game.
You spend $100 in the store this week, you get $15 back. There you go.
I'm afraid I'm not one of them crazy, but that's just me.
Or it's just not. So yeah, that's the PlayStation Store update. Now, on the other side of things, I know we don't talk about these guys very often because they really don't give us a lot of news to talk about very often. It's Microsoft. So they
get that sale.
They have their Ultimate Game Sale on Xbox One in the marketplace coming up. I think it starts next week, and the list of games leaked. So, with that being said, never mind. I started today.
Yeah, GTA is one of the games as well. That's on sale.
On Xbox One, in isolation for $24. You get Call of Duty for $40. Of course, that game doesn't go very cheap. You can get The Crew for $40. Destiny is cheap. That's $30. Pro Evolution Soccer is $20. Forza 5 is 30.
Hey.
Shadow Mordor 25. Sniper Elite 30. Monopoly 20. The Telltale Games Collection is 50 on Xbox. Watch Dogs is $24. Angry Birds $10. The Lara Croft Temple of Osiris $8. NBA Live 15, $9. Oh.
Yeah.
What a game. What a game.
Steal of a deal for any NBA fans out there.
Styx Master of Shadows, $9.90. That game is on PlayStation now. Trials Fusion. Rumor has it next week they're going to have the Master Chief Collection for like 60% off on there.
They should, considering it still isn't working properly.
Hey, but it's worth picking up for that cheap once it does work.
Oh, yeah, sure. Well, probably that is unless you plan on playing online.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, you know, like, as long as you're down with waiting until they fix the servers, I mean. Alright.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you're cool with the offline, by all means.
No, we'll say
I
that
know my
game
brother, he got it, and he's still so pissed.
We'll say, though, if you haven't played, like, Halos before, like, that game for $25 just for the campaigns alone is pretty good.
Oh, yeah. It's, no disrespect to the campaigns. It's just, man, gotta get them servers working. Come on, 343, you're better than this.
And also, really quickly here, Microsoft is on having a, because, you know, Microsoft played a little bit of catch-up during the holiday season to where they're, you know, just firmly in second place. Microsoft is ready to unleash Xbox One apps. They're planning to open up its Xbox One apps platform in a big way this summer, while the software makers remain consistently quiet around its time for cross-platform, like universal apps. Because the Windows 10, like, you can stream games from Xbox One straight to the PC. But anyway, they're going to have a GDC press conference, and they're going to talk about, like, how they're going to open up all their Xbox One apps. Like, apparently, like, all their apps will be able to play music in the background, sort of like Xbox 360 did. So they're, like, adding features back to it in a way. Good stuff. Oh, and the Xbox has a permanent price drop of $349. At least they say it's for now, but and the $500 Xbox dropped down to $450. The one that comes with the Kinect. And then, and then the Xbox One has a built-in video editor. Hold on, Boost. When you edit videos, what do you look for in a video editor?
Wait, what?
Like when you edit videos for YouTube, like what type of tools do you use?
I use, like, the fading tool. I like using, like, transition effects, like, having, like, being able to, like, place clips, you know, as in, like, crop them, place them in a certain direction or certain place. Like, I can run my music in the background and all that stuff, you know. Plus, of course, because you can't leave out the commentary. Definitely cannot leave out the commentary.
Absolutely.
That's in all like editors actually when you think about it.
Which one do you use though?
I use Sony Vegas. Sony Vegas.
And how did you get that?
Yeah. That seems to be a popular one.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Well,
Bought it.
shall we move on?
I got it from your local Best Buy.
Oh.
They have it, yeah. We've really been angling for him, you know?
Booth Dusk. Recommending getting that software from Best Buy.
Yes.
That's right.
The reward zone point to get it in.
Yep. There you go. MK? Well, alright. I think MK is having some technical difficulties. I got it. No worries. We're just gonna move along with, I don't have the, PlayStation Store right in front of me, but, give me a sec. Give me a sec. I will get it.
Oh, we can talk about the order. Yeah, the order.
We can. Yeah, right, there you go. We'll talk about the order while MK is kind of having some trouble. So
his mic was kind of getting it in a little bit.
It was. He could be having technical difficulties. That's okay. The show must go on, as they say.
That's right.
But, so, the order is coming out this week.
Did you hear about the comments of it being like about 5 hours worth of gameplay?
I have.
There's been a lot of mixture of like the hours.
There's the developers are saying it, like internal playtesting, it took 8 to 10 hours. This guy on YouTube supposedly uploaded it, and it only took him about 5.5 hours. Some people say it takes 10 to 12 hours. It's all over the place. I don't think anyone really knows exactly how long it is. I think it's just going to really depend on just how fast.
The true question is, when did game length, become such a big issue within the game? Like, come on, like, you're supposed to enjoy.
It started when games started costing, $60 a pop. Is when people started really caring about that. Back in the day, when games were, a little cheaper, no one really cared. But
at the same time, it's like that could be based on just the main story. Like, we don't know if there's some side missions or some extra prolong type shit. So
though they have said that apparently it doesn't really sound like there's any separate new game modes or anything like that really unlock after you beat the game. Supposedly it's just you have your game, you can change the difficulty, and off you go. And then you got collectibles and stuff like that you can do. But
are we in the second coming of a next knack?
I don't think it's gonna be bad. God, I hope it's not that bad. It cannot be that. I don't think I could handle a disappointment like that again. Especially with this game, because I was really looking forward to it. Oh yeah.
Game of the year. What you talking about?
No, crazy. You do not even joke about such things. I'll never forget that. They were promoting that game like it was going to be a return to form to
revolutionize the next
Crash
gen
Bandicoot style platformers. They said everything is going to be great. It's directed by the same dude
straight down your throats. Like, knack.
And they're like, when it came out, this beautiful technology. He's made up of all these different little particles.
Even make it worse.
Cool.
Knack was the one game that froze the PS4, like the demos. Like, when I went to the Sony store to go play Knack, I couldn't even get back to the home screen while I was playing it and all that. I'm like, yo, what's going on?
Yeah, Knack.
The game was freezing up the system.
Game freaking played like a nasty child God of War ripoff instead of a platformer. I couldn't believe it when I played that game. So terrible. I sold it and got a game with at least some platforming in Tomb Raider, the definitive edition. But anyway, back to the order. I don't think it's gonna be that bad. I sincerely
don't think so neither. We wouldn't know.
Ready Dawn has made some darn good games too. I feel like I should give them the benefit of the doubt because they have made my second favorite God of War game.
At the same time, you gotta think about it as that's people's opinion. That's how they went through the game and whatnot. So until you play the game, you don't know, if you're gonna experience it the same way they have.
That, and also I'm not one of those guys who really needs like a ridiculously huge, 80-hour RPG every single game. I love those games, don't get me wrong. But I do like a game that's, doesn't require months on end to beat all the time.
That's true.
So, I'm not planning on playing the Order for months upon months on end, you know, after it comes out, so I don't know. I guess it's just people need to kind of gauge their expectations a little bit. And I was also one of those people that liked Heavenly Sword back in the day, and that was only 5 hours long. and that looks like it has less to it than, or the Order looks like it at least has more to it than that does. So.
Only thing I'm gonna say is, I ain't know nothing about the game. When I first saw it, I was like, I just gotta get it. I just gotta get it. It's one of those games I gotta get.
Definitely one thing that no one can ever take away from it is its presentation is definitely looking top notch, even if the gameplay is bad. Which hopefully the gameplay won't be bad, because gameplay is more important. But
even my little cousin's talking about it.
I have my brother, he's coming over just to check it out, and right when it comes out, he has an Xbox, he's like, man, I wish we had that one. So it's definitely making people's heads turn.
Hey, he should be glad he has Minecraft. You know, they officially bought the studio.
He's not a big Minecraft fan. He's a shooter fan through and through. He's a classic Xbox fan. You know, he likes his Halo, his Call of Duty, his Gears of War, stuff like that. So, which all of those are good games for the most part, in their own way, for shooter fans anyway.
Yeah.
But yep. Yeah, anyway, I'm definitely looking forward to see how the Order turns out this week.
Me too.
I'm hoping it'll be at least pretty good.
Me too.
But,
Me too.
Yeah.
So, Corgan, would you like to talk about The Last Guardian?
I guess so. As
So
I said, the show must go on.
What did you hear?
Well, folks, those of us who have been following The Last Guardian throughout the years, we all know the stories. The game has been canceled, or thought to be canceled, on multiple occasions. Turns out it's still in development on multiple occasions, although it's been suggested yet again that development has hit a bit of a rock, in that they did not renew the copyright for the title, for The Last Guardian. So Sony did not, you know, renew their claim to the copyright, so it sounds like they abandoned the copyright. But, as it turns out, Sony then came out later and said that they are still in development of The Last Guardian. So, I mean, God only knows what just was
sensing the name
going
change?
on in that studio. It could be a name change, which that has happened. Look what happened with Final Fantasy 15. It was originally called Versus 13. And when that got dropped, people were worried that it got canceled, but then it showed back up as Final Fantasy 15. And that looks like it's making progress, so hey, you never know. But man, that studio, they literally went through a whole console generation and didn't release one game. Supposedly because they're working on this game. I don't know anymore. I wish I could give like all those die-hard Team Ico fans something more happy to think about, because they have been waiting so patiently for this game to come out, and it's just not happening. I don't know what the dealio is. If I had one wish for a studio, I could just be a fly on the wall during their meetings, and that would be the studio. Because I'm just so curious. This is just what in God's name they've been doing all this time. To not release any games on the PS3 and still be in complete mystery on the PS4 as to what their plans are.
Good thing
and
you
obviously
guys
not the Vita.
Good thing you guys
Oh, MKGUY. See, folks, I told you you'd come back. You're just carrying on the show, MKGUY. We're currently talking
I wish
about...
he was gone forever. We would have just ended it extra early.
Yeah. We're currently talking about the recent Last Guardian news, if you want to call it that.
Okay, gotcha.
So,
well,
yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that. Some things came up, but I'm here, back and ready to go. Good old Last Guardian.
Yep, we also covered The Order as well while you were gone. So, that's all good to go.
Yeah,
The Last Guardian.
Just because we're a team.
We're a team. We pick up the slack when someone has life happen, you know. You can't control it.
Well, the Phantom Dust reboot developer got closed. That's pretty good.
True. So is that game canceled now, or?
Darkside Games, the studio behind the development of the upcoming reboot of Phantom Dust, is closed down. In a statement they made to IGN, the spokesperson said Microsoft partnered with Darkside Game Studios in development of Phantom Dust, but its working relationship has now ended. The spokesperson added that Microsoft has great respect for the studio and their work in the industry. Microsoft also confirmed to IGN that development on Phantom Dust will continue. Hackney reported in response to the ending of the professional relationship with Microsoft, Darkside Games has closed it down. The reimaging of the 2005 Phantom Dust for the original Xbox is about a 30-hour-long JRPG. The game was first revealed at E3 last year, and it came as a surprise to many gamers.
That is a weird game to be an Xbox One exclusive. That's like one of those weird Nintendo exclusives that just randomly pop up. Of all the systems for that game to be exclusive to, the Xbox was probably the last I expected.
Hey, Xbox is all about that money, so they shot them now. Real quick.
Hey. Yeah.
In other news, Apple's working on an electric car. Okay.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yep, they're trying to go against Google.
Is it gonna be a smart car?
Really?
Because Google made one, Apple made one. But you know what's nasty? But you know what's nasty? Apple made their own map service or whatever, and that shit was extra nasty. Nobody couldn't even use it. And all that stuff to go against Google.
Was it one time they said they were going to try and do a freaking gaming console as well one time?
I think they were. I think I remember hearing those rumors. They
killed it. It became the Apple TV.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
They killed it. It became the Apple TV. That's the gaming console. Total quote.
I feel like in today's world, Apple will be the only company that can break into that industry.
Valve.
Well, then, yeah, but...
Oh, unless you're just talking about, like, companies that, like, aren't already established in the industry.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then yeah, Apple would probably be one.
Because they have the money to do so.
That is true.
Some pretty beast games.
And you know they get the support of, like, everyone right off the bat.
Yeah. And I mean, no matter what, I mean, if it's an Apple product, those Apple junkies, they'll rush out to buy it. I swear, those people must literally have money trees because, man, the amount of cash they just drop on Apple every year for their products.
Paying with some more speed phone ever. And,
right. Even if it's the most minimal upgrade, they'll still have to have it. I don't know what it is. There's something weird about those Apple fans. But hey, to each their own.
Yep.
Here we are wasting $60 to pop on video games, so I guess I can't really talk.
On a side note, Walmart's going to be selling gold Mario amiibos. Alright.
Are you serious?
Yes.
No, move on. You're right. Never mind. I got no words.
Amiibos are now soon going to unlock game trials of like their classic NES and SNES games.
Oh, well, that's cool, I guess. Even though you can buy Smash Brothers and get a good portion of them, but hey.
And last but not least, my personal favorite piece of news: the Sonic amiibo is available now. Okay.
Come on, man. This must be a dry week.
Yeah. Well, according to Iwata, they could fix Wii U's complete lack of relevance by releasing a Mii smartphone app. That's really all we got in the waves of Nintendo.
Me smartphone app?
Yes, similar to the app that Xbox One and PS4 has.
I really don't think that would help much, but...
Maybe Iwata's just trying to get with the times. I don't know.
I guess. Crazy Iwata.
Glad his help is okay.
Just keep bringing them their Nintendo Directs directly to me. That's all I ask.
So the Dead or Alive 5 Last Round Sexy Season Pass on Xbox One and PS4 might cost you more than a strip club.
Sexy Season Pass? Is that what it's called?
Yeah. The season pass costs $93.
Oh my god! That is nuts. For the Dead or Alive. The Sexy Season
I would just rather go without the DLC.
You could just buy the $40 version of the game and call it a day. That's if you download that free version and buy everything.
Yeah.
Then people are still, apparently, people are claiming that Spawn is going to be in Mortal Kombat X, but that's yet to be confirmed.
Fun fact, there are overall 335 add-ons for the Dead or Alive free-to-play game.
Yeah.
Just saying.
That's a lot.
Was it 90% of them are pretty much swimsuits and bikinis?
That is correct.
They know what the fans want.
Yep. Fans demand them swimsuits, they will deliver.
And to cap off the news this week, there will not be any dinosaurs in Battlefield Hardline. Straight from N4 View.
Well, they do have a dinosaur on there. It's a dinosaur mask, Easter egg.
And
you can actually wear it. That's right. If you're on the cop side, you can wear a dino mask, and on the criminals, you'll wear a wolf mask. I don't know how you get them, but you can wear them. I had saw a video on it today, showcasing them.
And the order's first official review came from some other country. Let me look at it here. Hold on. I'm loading it. Not quite sure where, but it got a 15 out of 20. 15 out of 20 is what they gave it.
What did?
The order. I don't know what magazine it is. It's some other country, but they gave it a 15 out of 20.
Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad at all.
There you go. With that being said, this really is a slow week until like next week hits. So I think we need to have ourselves a good moment of what grinds Corey's gears is what I'm thinking. Or what grinds his guilty gears. Okay, but
I see what you did there. Clever devil.
Go ahead, Corey. You got a few minutes to vent your frustrations about any game you want.
Okay. Let me think. You know what really grinds my gears?
What grinds your guilty gear?
I got nothing. Never mind. Move on. Oh, seriously, I'm pretty happy this week. I mean, Guilty Gear is pretty good. Swapper's pretty good. And,
just talk about Injustice, though.
Talk about Injustice. Well, Injustice, it's pretty much about to finally say goodbye on Corrigan's console for good this time. Now that I have Guilty Gear, I don't really see myself returning to it finally. After a long time of playing it. Especially also with Mortal Kombat coming. You know, I think I might keep it around on my system just in case me and MKGUY want to play one last match before Mortal Kombat is available in April, which we very well might.
No, we will.
But once that comes out, then it's definitely just done. No more Injustice. I'm putting it to sleep. But, yep. Yeah, sorry folks, nothing's really grinding my gears this week.
Did you hear about the new feature Sony released like on their website? You can now upgrade. You can now upgrade your sub accounts to a master account now.
Ah.
So yeah, if you was under the 18 and your parents made you a sub account, you can now upgrade it to a master account. If you meet the requirements over the age of 18, obviously.
So if you grew up with that PS3 and now you're a fine young man,
yep,
your sub account a master account.
But I'm still waiting for the PSN name change. That's what everyone wants.
Yeah. Well, you shouldn't have called yourself Poopy Pants 420.
That's a shout out to you, Stemler, if you're listening. You guys wouldn't know him. He's an old high school guy I knew. I used to call him Poopy Pants. Why? Well, use your imagination.
Boost understand.
Dang. That's disrespect indeed.
So yeah, the order comes out in a few days. Comes out this Friday, February 20th. Dragon Ball Z comes out next Tuesday, 24th. And then after that, March hits with Bloodborne and Final Fantasy Type 0 and
Borderlands
and
Devil May Cry.
Devil May Cry Definitive and Codename Steam and a disrespected Kirby comes out today, I think. It's a Friday.
That is true. Kirby
and the Rainbow Curse comes out this week. And yeah, so that season has begun. Embrace it, enjoy it, spend your money, don't count how much you spent, and yeah, we'll be here.
April will come out, and that's Mortal Kombat, and then the month after that, another game that will take my soul for quite a while.
No Witcher 3.
I know, there's a lot of folks looking forward to that, and for good reason. It looks pretty darn awesome. Indeed.
With that being said,
unfortunately,
I'm off my guts.
Unfortunately, until then, yep, we're just kind of stuck in limbo, folks.
We're coast to coast in these next few days. Yeah.
Which is very clever, MKGUY. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause.
With that being said, I'm going to hand it over to Boost Dust. For the Boost Dust section of the show, what have you been playing? Boost, go ahead.
I'm going to have to hand it back off to Mr. Corgan for my segment because I'm currently doing something.
Okay, no worries, Boost. I got your cover, buddy. Well, folks, it is time for this special edition of Corgan's What Are You Playing, huh? Alright, let's start with my boy Crazy Kid. Crazy Kid, what have you been playing? I see you're playing Dying Light right now.
Currently playing Dying Light, as you can see, what you've been playing. GTA, the usual 2K, NBA 2K, WWE 2K. Yeah, that's pretty much it at the moment so far.
2K?
A lot of 2K.
Lots of 2K. Understandable. When nothing's working, just go back to them sports titles. And you can usually find at least some sort of enjoyment. Mr. Monte, are you there?
Yeah. Yep.
Alrighty. What have you been playing?
I've been playing you in Guilty Gear.
I said Mr. Monty. You are Mr. MKGUY. So Monty is not here. So I guess we'll go ahead and pull it over to MKGUY. MKGUY, what have you been playing?
Guilty Gear X3rd Sign. Yeah, I don't
Weird title. I know.
Yeah. Played Monty in UFC, which he beat me by decision. 29-28 every judge. He cheated. I haven't played Madden because the game glitched.
Yeah, folks, there's a story we need to tell you. Hold on, MKGUY. There's a story. I think you should tell them about that story. Just a quick summary of that 4th and -6.
Alright, well, me and Money were playing Madden, and it was 3rd down, and it was a delay of a game penalty. And no. Take it back. I threw an interception. He caught it. He was running. I hit him. He fumbled. I recovered. I got tackled. The game called a penalty because they claimed the fumble was a forward lateral. So
just got massively confused.
So Money accepts the penalty, and then it's 4th and -6 for me, in front of the 1st down marker. I take a delay of game penalty. Money accepts the penalty, and I get a 1st down. 1st and 6. Now, that made me trade in the game.
There you go, folks. I can't really blame you. If I saw something like that, that would, I don't even know what I could really
say. I got a lot out of my Madden.
You did get a lot out of the game, so you can't be down on it too much.
Out of my
Until
Madden.
the next one releases, right?
Till that next one releases, and I'll be right back on it.
And when the next Madden releases come August, that's near the end of 2015 death. Actually, that's the home stretch of 2015 in death.
Mm-hmm.
But nonetheless, Madden always starts the fall death season for a lot of people.
It's just always right there waiting for you whenever death season's finished.
At the end of August, just boom, Madden. Let's get this fall started off right.
Yep. I won't lie, if I saw the show like some nasty negative inning 4 or something like that at one point, I don't know what I'd do.
Yeah, imagine the count being 4 strikes, 2 balls, but you're still pitching.
That'd be something else. I can see what that'd get me to trade in.
Yep.
Trade in that sports style. So, yeah.
That was quality money towards the order.
Mhm. Yep. But
which hopefully doesn't disappoint. I got it digitally because of the theme and the soundtrack.
You're putting a lot of faith on it.
That I am.
Well, if all else fails, the soundtrack does sound pretty good from the little bit I've seen.
Yeah, and if all else fails, the graphics are B, so I can just use that as my PS4 showcase game.
There you go. That is true.
But why do I need to buy a PS4? Because games look like this.
Yep. There you go.
But yeah, so that's what I've been playing. Mostly Guilty Gear, a little bit of WWE 2K15, and Injustice. How can I forget? And just a quick recommendation: if you have Netflix, go watch On-Bok Thai Warrior.
Definitely.
Touche.
Definitely.
On-Bok Thai Warrior.
And On-Bok 3. I haven't seen 3 yet, but we will.
You may want to spell it out for them. You may want to spell it out, MK. Just
maybe this weekend.
Yeah. ONG space BAK Thai Warrior. On-Bok.
On-Bok. And while you're at it, while we're on the subject of, Netflix and shows and stuff, let's give a big old round of applause to Better Call Saul for breaking 2 records, one being the most watched premiere in cable television history, and the other one being the most watched DVR recorded show in history. Thank you, Better Call Saul, the spin-off to the phenomenal Breaking Bad. Round of applause. Well done. Well done. Fantastic.
And on a quick side note, if you have any game system or a smart TV or a tablet or a phone, you can download the WWE Network, and you can get the entire rest of the month of February for absolutely free, including the pay-per-view on Sunday. Yeah.
How about it? Yep. Or you can just watch Breaking Bad on Netflix and House of Cards next week on Netflix. Man, I'm having that season on the TV shows. This is crazy.
2015 I'm going out with a bang. I'm proclaiming this is my last year being a gamer like this.
I would like to thank Corgan for taking over my segment. Now I'm back.
Oh, no worries. Hey, I was just about to get to you, Boost, so Boost. What have you been playing?
Well, what I've been playing is, yeah, the games that Crazy been playing except for Dying Light.
Oh, there you go. So 2K,
yep.
2K and 2K.
Well, I wouldn't include
and 2K, yeah, and WWE.
Well, I mean, if Crazy will stop hating and share play Dying Light, we can all play it. Alright.
I know, right?
You know my connection can't handle that. Like, come on now.
Apparently mine can't either. They can handle online play just fine.
No, Holy connections hate. So like when he goes to share play a game, it don't work. But like when we played like Guilty Gear and stuff together.
Well, it still didn't really work, but it, you know, it worked slightly better. It's a cool idea, but
it's so much better than Injustice.
I think maybe it's just we've been playing Injustice so long, we see all of its impurities and inequalities compared to Guilty Gear. So, you know, like we've literally played that game inside and out by this time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I haven't hoed a freaking fighting game like that since Street Fighter 4 first came out, pretty much.
But yet, part of me still knows I'm gonna hop back on there someday between now and Mortal Kombat.
Touche. Well, that's what I was saying. Yeah. But to finish off this very special edition of What Are You Playing with Corgan? Corgan, what have you been playing? Well, Corgan, you handsome W.
All right. I think I should take this over.
You handed it to me. Let me finish my special segment. Corgan, you handsome devil, what have you been playing? Well, you very handsome devil yourself there. I've been playing Far Cry 4, Far Cry 3, Guilty Gear, The Swapper, and I've finished Dragon Age Inquisition. Well, the main story, of course. I don't know if you ever can finish all the...
And he's been watching Onbach.
And I've been watching Onbach and Better Call Saul. So,
and,
you know.
Dude,
and I'm absolutely dying for House of Cards Season 3 next month. Oh my god.
And
last week I was at Walmart and I saw The Protector on Blu-ray and The Protector 2. I was like, yo, the Onbach.
The Onbach. Yeah, it's apparently popular. You know, it's funny. I was talking to my friend in the Army, and he's like, yeah, man, I download those Onbach movies overseas. I watched them. I love those movies.
Man, I know people are like, man, I've heard of Onbach. I've seen that movie. Whoa.
Right. I had no idea it was so well known.
Onbach is live.
Yeah, but then again, there's really not anyone that makes movies like, there's no Jackie Chans or Jet Li's anymore, so he's the best we got.
I heard Jackie Chan was working on one last film, but I don't know what happened
to that. And I will say, the fight scenes in those movies get to the...
Yeah, especially the second one. Oh my god.
I do want to watch... After we finish Onbach, I do want to give the Protector movies a chance, but...
We still haven't watched the last one, right? Onbach 3 or whatever?
Yeah, we got to watch Onbach 3, and we got the Protector 1 and 2 to go. And then he'll be in Fast and Furious 7.
Well, I'll pass on that one.
Putting those
I can't believe they're still making those movies. Man, people just love those movies so much, and I just...
Ever since they put The Rock in Fast 5, the movie blew up again.
You don't like Need for Speed?
I said,
what you talking about? I assumed...
No, I was talking about, what's it called?
Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious, yeah. So, it's just...
I'm telling you, once they put The Rock in Fast 5, those movies blew up again.
That is the truth. But, yeah. That's pretty much all I've been playing, so there you go, folks. That was
the question is, when will The Rock and Batista make a film together? Huh?
No idea.
Well, considering The Rock is going to be Black Adam and Batista's direct from the Marvel world, I don't think that'll ever happen. But it's worth a shot.
You never know, they may do a film outside of, like, them companies.
They need to just put them in a ring together in WWE and call it a day. Drax versus Black Adam. AKA Batista versus The Rock. With that being said,
that's the end of the segment, by the way. So
Monty has shown up.
Monty is back. Well, I guess we got to do it. What? Monty, what have you been playing?
What?
What have you been playing?
Nothing. I just went to go get some pizza. Huh?
Well, there you go, folks.
Monty
You've been playing with pizza, folks.
Yep. That is,
You've been playing NBA 2K15 on the PS4 and on the PS3.
But Monty's been playing a lot of 2K.
And he's also been playing WWE 2K.
Check out this video.
And that Dragon Ball, was it Budokai collection?
Budokai HD collection. Yeah, I mean Monty over here. He's been putting it in.
Why are you guys stalking me?
I know what you
every game I play.
We got that coast to coast camera in there. You know what I'm saying?
I'm kind of scared now.
Coast to coast house. Alright.
Yep. Your life is not your own when you're in the coast to coast family.
Yep. Booth watches all the screens, or not Booth, but the camera guy.
Yo, the camera guy is my brother, so like, yeah. I got
Booth knows
control.
for writing articles for other small video game podcasts. So. I'm leaking information. But yes, check out the YouTube page. Also, thank you for the subscribers.
Oh, we're doing the podcast? I just realized.
Yeah.
Hey, what have you been playing? I don't know. Nothing.
I thought you would have caught on, you know.
I was getting Little Caesar's Pizza, and that's about it. I wasn't doing anything.
Monty, how many YouTube subscribers you got since the last time you checked?
Last time I checked, I was at 317.
Yeah, it's like 3 something.
So we've got about
my check is 323.
Okay, so
no
we
one
got
asked you.
320 YouTube subscribers.
Nah, fuck you. Was at 317. Shit.
Yeah.
All of our viewership, all of our people go to our website. Please, subscribe to our YouTube page. It's fantastic. Also, subscribe.
328 for your information.
And if you also play GTA 5 and you're on the PS4 and you want to join our crew, go to the About section on the YouTube page and go to our Social Club link and you can join our crew. And maybe you'll get to play online with us.
Keep an eye out for maybe certain Coast to Coast Gaming Central podcast streams of games such as The Order, Dragon Ball Z. Keep an eye out for YouTube videos. You never know, we might.
I'll be streaming Xenoverse Day 1.
But don't look for any reviews anytime.
Yo, he said 24 hours, huh? Wait, he said 24? Oh, damn.
Yeah, 24 hours.
God dang.
But when it starts to, whatever, it won't be at the exact day. It won't be at 12 a.m. midnight. Won't be that.
Nah, but it will be.
Whenever I get
be.
it. No, you won't. Unless you're digital.
People will be.
I am digital.
But yeah, thank you.
Well, then if you stream, I can't stream. So there we go. It's over.
I stream with my different account, remember?
Thank you for all the fan support. We appreciate it. Keep listening to all of our episodes. Keep checking out all of our videos, all that good stuff. And thank you for listening to episode 27 of Coast to Coast Gaming Central Podcast. I am MKGUY, MKGUY, Darren Dorsey, whatever you want.
What would you guys do without me?
We would.
But I made this episode, right?
You did make this episode.
No, like I made it good.
No, no.
Oh, absolutely. Not.
Yeah.
That was all
the entire
me.
time.
But of
I
course,
carried when the guy was down. I did boost section. Ah, MVP.
I'm pretty sure someone failed
But alright.
before I. Like MK probably failed, but before I learned something now.
No, and before I go, I would like to say, Mr. Money, Mo Money, I got a money. Use the bitch. Alright.
I didn't say it. That was my guy.
But you might have. Oh yeah. Anyway, say goodbye to the people. Moose and Dusk.
There we go. I said goodbye right there.
Say goodbye to the people.
See you later, man. Until next time.
Yeah, Crazy actually stayed awake this episode. This is fantastic.
Hey, round of applause.
Yeah, tonight's going kind of slow.
That does take some true dedication. So
Crazy Kid, what time is it where you're at right now?
It's 2 a.m.
Beast. Crazy Kid is the definition of coast to coast.
But it's a slow night. I thought it was around like 4 a.m.
It's 2. Crazy says it's 2, but it feels like 4, so maybe he should go to bed. I'm just kidding. Yeah, laugh at my jokes. We got my boy Monty the Natural.
All right.
Yeah. We got the camera guy, a boss Jerry guy.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
last but not least, my boy Corgon K-Lyric 117.
All right, folks. You all have your.
Oh man.
Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't focus after hearing that. If you're playing the last, you know what? Just Timmy. Goodbye.
Oh man.
Dabba.
Dude.
Thank you for listening to this episode, and before you go, just make sure you listen to this. Maybe.
Silence. Dead silence.
It's silent.
That is a...
Oh god. It had to be that.
It had to be the Mortal Kombat sound effects.
Mortal Kombat 4.
That ending.
Go ahead and look up Mortal Kombat 4 funny sounds. It'll make your life very, very good. And also look up the Mortal Kombat 4 Jax ending. Thank you for listening to this episode. We'll be back next week. Death has officially begun. I'm proclaiming the episode right now. Yep. We are going to finish him right now. Thank you for listening. See you next week. Monty, be here the whole time next episode, please.
I make no promises.
It's okay. We still love you.
We love you.
I don't.
Alright, well maybe Bruce.
Whoa.